Hello, everyone. My name is Brandon Faulkner. I am an intern for Village Core, and today we'll be discussing online chess. For other events like this, be sure to check out villagecore.org to register for other events like this or to watch other things that may interest you and interviews that we have with professionals in the field. Now, with online chess, there are a lot of different sites that you can use. My personal preference is chess.com. Chess.com gives you kind of a wide array of what you can do with chess. So with chess.com, you can not only play by yourself against any robots, but you can also play with different people around the world and send links to your friends and family. So if you have a relative living in another state, you can play chess with them just from your computer or from your phone. So this makes it really simple just to have a simple, fun game of chess with another person wherever they might be in the world. So with chess.com, there are different things that you can do. So chess.com, it kind of walks you through how to learn chess as well as kind of be letting you play, having daily challenges, and also kind of connecting you to other people worldwide and increasing your chess elo, which basically means your chess standing. So how there are different kind of ranks in the military, there are different kind of ranks in chess, and the chess elo kind of decides that. So when you first get to chess.com, you'll be met with this page. So as you can see here, I'm on a computer, so it looks different on a phone than what you are seeing here. So if you want to play chess on your phone, you'll have to download the chess.com app to your phone in order to play chess on your phone. So with chess.com on the computer, as you can see here, we're given an interface where we can either play online, play your computer, start a puzzle, take a lesson, or just kind of get caught up on chess news throughout the world. So in order to start playing, we can just hit any random button we want and we can jump into the gameplay. So if I wanted to play with a computer, I could hit the button and I could hit start. And now I can select the level of difficulty of what chess ball I want to play with. So say I wanted to play with kind of like a different avatar. Say I wanted to play with Jimmy here. So if I choose Jimmy, I can choose different levels of kind of how I want to play. And I can also switch up the color that I play as. So if I wanted to go random, it'll give me a random color each time when I play Jimmy. And for all these different kind of levels you see here, with the easiest one being assisted, the second one being friendly, and the third one being challenge, you can kind of work your way up to kind of make sure that your chess skills are improved. And you can also create custom settings that you can kind of mess around with and kind of play around with to see what you want to do later on in games. So say you have one game that you're confused about what happened, you can set it up just the exact way that you had it, and then you can go back through it and you can examine where you went wrong through the steps that you have taken. So me personally, since I know a little bit about chess, I like to play on the challenge mode, which is no help of any kind. As you can see here with the different modes, you're given kind of a different description. So friendly mode, you're allowed to have hints and takebacks, but you also don't get as many crowns. These crowns basically determine whether or not you kind of move up in rankings on the chess leaderboard. Assisted demonstrates that you need all the tools available to you and that you don't really know much. So this is good when you're first starting to learn chess. And it's also very good if you're just trying to figure out different kind of plays to use or anything like that. So if I were to hit play here, I'm now playing with Jimmy here, and I can move my chess pieces accordingly. So as you can see here, he captured me. Now, say you might not know chess, right? Well, chess.com actually gives you kind of an option for that. And usually to access that option, you will need to sign up. So in order to sign up, there's a little button down here that says sign up. So see how it's highlighted. Once I click that, it'll bring me to this screen where I can kind of sign up with different different things. I can either sign up with Apple, Google, or Facebook. So since I already have an account, I can hit this and I can go to my account. Oh, maybe I don't have an account. Well, as you can see, I don't necessarily have an account, but we might be able to access it. Let's see. Okay, never mind. But yeah, so chess.com, you can sign up and kind of access different things that are usable for you to kind of go through and play with. So as you can see here, we have the learn option. The learn option gives you kind of different lessons, kind of gives you different courses, and kind of gives you an overall understanding of how to actually play chess. So if we were to click the lessons here, we get kind of different guides on how to actually start playing the game and the kind of beginning guides to what you can do with chess.com. So say I want to learn about capturing pieces. Well, I can go here and I can start my lesson on how to actually capture pieces. As you can see here, of course, I do need to sign up to actually access all these kind of different lessons. So that's where signing up comes in handy. But yeah, essentially you can learn on different kind of playing boards how to actually do certain things. So as you move up, as you move through the lessons, you typically will want to start here and kind of move up. So as you can see, your learning rank will increase each time that you learn a new lesson. So as you can see here, since I'm not logged in, I'm a pawn. So pawn basically means you're the beginner of the beginner. And as you move up the ranks, you'll move up to a different chess piece that is mentioned. So here, as we can see, the highest you can go is a king. So basically being a king at learning means you're ready to go, you're ready to play anybody, and you're ready to start using your skills that you learned on the chessboard. So as you can see here, it kind of works your way up to kind of understanding what's happening in the game. So you can learn about reading the board, key openings, choosing the best move, activating my pieces, attacking the king, and endgame patterns. So typically what you do want to work up to is kind of working up to this kind of endgame pattern situation. So endgame pattern essentially means that you're in a position to kind of checkmate the king. Now, a lot of people have heard of checkmate but don't know exactly what it means. Checkmate basically means that you are in position where the king can no longer move. So a lot of people use this term on a day-to-day basis, not chess related whatsoever, but essentially it comes from chess, basically meaning you're all out of options and there's no other move you can make to advance or defend yourself. So as you can see here, there are other different learning options that you can do. So you can do different analysis. So say I want to move this. The game is going to tell me exactly what piece I moved and how exactly that move fits on a board. And it also gives me a list of possible options, as you can see here, which I'm scrolling through, on kind of what's going to happen next, what possible move I could make next, or what possible move the opposing player could make next. So say I were white and I wanted to move this pawn. I would move it up, and once again, the game will calculate different kind of moves that I could make. So as you can see here, we can get a review of how accurately I played. So it'll basically tell you, okay, here you are with kind of the different moves that you made. So basically, the overall understanding is with these moves is that you want to make the best moves possible, also known as brilliant moves. These brilliant moves mean that you were thinking 3 steps ahead of your opponent. Great moves means that you pulled off a great move and that, you're in the winning situation here. The best move is that it might not have been a great move, but it was a really good move for you to use in order to later further your performance when playing. Excellent means you did an excellent job in moving, but there's always room to improve. Good means you pulled off a really good move, but there's always more room to improve up to that brilliant. And then a book move essentially means that you moved a piece that is standard, that everybody else uses, and that is kind of written in a chess book. So essentially what a chess book is a giant book that basically says, here's how you play the game, and here's all the different possible routes you could run throughout a chess game. And inaccuracy means that you might have messed up, but they're letting you know, hey, this is how you fix it. A mistake is when you accidentally move a piece you didn't mean to move, and it doesn't help you in any way possible. A miss means that you had a missed opportunity at a checkmate or a check. And essentially, this is kind of something you don't want to do because, of course, you want that check and you want that checkmate. A blunder means that you missed a move completely. So if there's a move on the table and you don't see it, that means you blundered and you move a piece to the spot that basically doesn't help you in whatsoever. That's a blunder. And as you can see here, the game will kind of give you feedback on what you did wrong and kind of help you improve later on. You can also see different details. So this details section kind of matters when playing. So you can get the name of your opponent, their ranking. As you can see the result, say white won 1-0. You can see the winning score, the event that is being played, the time control, and kind of the location for everything. And then, of course, you can see openings, things like that. As you can see, there are kind of different understandings of what you can play and what you can use throughout your game. So if we go to more learn, we can see chessable courses. So this will take you to something else, which is basically their way of promoting a free way for you to kind of start learning chess from different experts. So the course kind of lets you understand how chess is played and how you can enjoy playing chess. And you can also use aim chess coaching, which is basically kind of a different way for you to kind of learn different chess routes and different things like that. Insights is another thing you can use. So insights are basically kind of where you stand on the leaderboard and kind of your accurate moves. So as you can see here, we're looking at a well-known chess player, and we can see how many games he's exactly played, how many times he's won, how many times he's drawn, how many times he's lost, his accuracy, along with kind of different kind of numbers and statistics that basically make up his gameplay. So when you're challenging an opponent, you can also see this for yourself. You can gain insight into who you're playing against and how good they are. The classroom, the chess classroom. What this chess classroom essentially does is it kind of gives you a step-by-step instruction to kind of walk you through what's actually happening on your board as you see it. So it tells you basically, it's going to teach you exactly how you run different routes and what routes are the best for you. So this is best when you're first starting out, or if you just want to improve your skills, you can learn in the classroom on how to exactly kind of get to where you want to be. You can also examine different openings and kind of figure out different openings and watch different videos of the openings that you can use. And then for endgame, you can examine different endgame practices, kind of what's going to happen. So if I were to do what's called a 2-rook move, you can see that I am able to move these pieces. And as you can see here, checkmate. And so basically go through and kind of demonstrate to you how to exactly move your pieces in order to reach that end game that you want. And of course, as you see there, I didn't win, so I don't get a checkmate. You can also have different practices. You can have master games, so classic games that were played by masters, and you can kind of go through and kind of see what was played, and you can play it yourself to try to see if you can live up to the master standard of what is happening on this board. So these are games that are taken from different masters in time, and you can kind of go through and see what they did and also what you do in this type of situation. Now, from there, we can go to kind of different, we can go straight into playing if we want. So we can set a time limit for 30 minutes, the longest is 30 minutes, or you can do a blitz game, which basically means that this game is super fast and will run super fast against anybody. And you can also see a button here, a button that is very important if you want to play with different people that you may know. So say you want to play with a friend. Now, it won't let me exactly show you because I'm not logged in, but when you hit that button, you're given the option to send out a game to a friend via email, text, Instagram, any social media like that, or you can copy the link and send it to them directly. So that is just one way of being able to play with different friends that you may have around the world. As you can see here, we can play against a computer, as I mentioned before. We can play in tournaments. So if you get really good at the game, you can start playing in tournaments that can win you prizes. 4-player variants, basically just one giant chessboard where you're playing 4-player chess. So it gets really confusing, but it's really fun to play 4-player chess. Basically, just a lot is happening at once, and whoever wins, wins. And you can also examine the leaderboards of who's doing the best. So as you can see, number one, Magnus Carlsen for bullet games. A lot of people might have heard the name Magnus Carlsen because he's a chess prodigy. So as you can see here, there are different kind of rankings, and it'll demonstrate your ranking once you actually sign up. You can also examine different puzzles that you may want to use. So puzzle battle is kind of like a battle that is happening on your chessboard. You can customize your puzzles, and you can also do things like puzzle rush, which is basically a really fast way of playing chess. You can also watch different live streams and different kind of playthroughs of chess that is happening. So you can watch tournaments that are happening between famous players, different events that you may want to compete in, or you can see players who are playing at this very moment. You can also check out different news. So chess.com has the option for you to kind of keep up to date on the world of chess and kind of what happens throughout the world of chess, as well as being able to link your socials so you can get in contact with chess coaches if you really need one. If you want more practice, you can kind of get in contact with them, start playing with them. You can challenge them and see if you have the skills to beat them. You also have blogs, members, forums, and clubs. These all are things that have a social aspect to them where you can kind of join the discussion and kind of find people to play with. And there's also much, much more, like a library, Explorer, Solo Chess, Vision, Vote Chess, mobile apps, Chess Kid, videos, game databases, chess terms, chess rules, tools, shops, gifts, and merch. So when you're first starting chess, you may want to read up on your chess terms so you can come here and kind of learn your chess terms and that sort of thing. But with chess, it's fairly straightforward when you want to play. It just takes practice. I know it took me a long time to learn chess, and I have had some training. But chess is just really fun to play if you want something strategical that challenges your brain a little bit. Chess is the game for you. So I will answer any questions about chess.com at this time. Does anybody have any questions? Let's see. Also, with chess.com, when you're signing up, be sure to sign up with the same exact email and password on your phone in order to link the two accounts so you can play from anywhere on your computer or you can play from anywhere on your phone. So chess.com goes through different platforms and different devices that you can use. So say you have a laptop, a phone, and an iPad, you can play chess.com on the same account on all three devices. So that is very nice. So you never lose your progress. So are there any questions for me? Let's see. One thing I do want to mention with chess.com is that there are, I believe there are prices to chess.com. Yes. So chess.com does have a membership that you can use. So there are 3 different types of memberships for chess.com. Here, let me share my screen real fast. There are 3 different types of memberships for chess.com. As you can see here, we have the gold subscription, the platinum subscription, and the diamond subscription. And they all have free trials that you can kind of test it out, see if you like it. If not, you can cancel anytime. And they're also fairly cheap. So for the gold plan, it's around $4 a month. For the platinum plan, it's around $6 a month, and for the diamond plan, it's around $10 a month. And these will be billed over time, over months. So you get to unlock unlimited puzzles, unlimited lessons, unlock all bots, and have 0 ads with the gold membership. Or you can unlock unlimited game reviews, puzzles, lessons, all bots, no ads with platinum. Or you can unlock everything with diamond, and basically have the best time playing, as well as getting kind of lessons for chess.com. So that is just something that I wanted to mention about the price behind chess.com. But typically, if you do want to just play, it is free. So that's just if you want to, study up on your chess, kind of learn. But if you just want to play a casual game with friends, it's free. There's no cost to actually use chess.com. There'll just be ads that you may need to watch, but other than that, it is free. All right. Well, if there's no questions, I guess I shall end early. So, all right. So thank you everybody for watching. My name is Brandon Faulkner. Be sure to check out villagecore.org for more events, or check out our YouTube channel to kind of catch up on other events that we have posted. But other than that, be sure to check out villagecore.org for these type of events or interviews that are happening later on this week. Thank you everybody for watching.